Good evening, everyone. So, CUT PG 2025, the exam has happened today, and there were total 75 questions, as we know, in the entire exam. And for each correct answer, we will get 4 marks, and for each wrong answer, 1 mark will be deducted. Okay, so here I have around 40 questions which actually came in today's exam. So I have came up with these questions which I have obtained from my students. So I have around 40 questions right now, and I will tell you the questions, and along with it I will also present you the answers of the questions. All of those 40 questions that I am going to present right now, I will also be telling the answers of those questions. So let's start. I think before starting, let me say a couple of things. Today's exam was not that easy. It was difficult for those who haven't prepared Indian economy well. And even the students who have prepared Indian economy, still for those students, I feel it was little bit difficult because the questions were coming from growth rate, and then 5-year plan, not 5-year plans exactly, but there were questions of growth rate, dependency ratio. Basically all of these are questions based on numbers. You have to remember the numbers, you have to remember the ratios, you have to remember the percentages. So when this type of questions comes in the exams, then it becomes very difficult. So you can expect that the cutoff will be very less in this year's CUT PG entrance exam in economics. So the cutoff will be, I hope it will be very less in comparison to the other years. So don't think that it is only you who haven't give a proper exam. Most of the students were basically complaining that the questions which are coming out of Indian economy are not proper means are not the right questions to be asked. Okay, so let's start. The first question that I am going to discuss, this was a chronology based questions, not exactly chronology, but we have to arrange the institutions NABARD, IDBI, IFCI, IRBI. We have to arrange these institutions as per oldest to latest, probably oldest to latest, yes. So as you can see, IDBI was established in 1964, IFCI was established in 1948, so this is the earliest. Then comes IDBI, this is the second, NABARD is third, and IRBI is fourth. This is the chronology, or this is the set. Now there was another question that came from the chronology. There are basically 3 questions that came up from the chronology part. Second question is Rizniski theorem, technology gap model, specific factor model, and product cycle theory. We have to arrange it. So Rizniski theorem arose in 1955. Technology gap model was in 1961. Specific factor model was in 1971, and product cycle theory was in 1960. So if we arrange it, Rizniski theorem will be number 1, product cycle theory will be number 2, technology gap model will be number 3, and specific factors model will be number 4. Another question that came up from the chronology part, that was quantity theory of money, Cambridge approach, Keynes money demand theory, and modern theory of money. It was little bit easy. Quantity theory of money 1911, it is the first. Then Cambridge approach, that will be the second. Keynes money demand theory will be third, and modern theory of money is fourth. Okay, now this is another question that came. Which of these are not part of SLR, statutory liquidity ratio? So there are 4 options given in the questions, and you have to answer one of them which is not the part of SLR. So the answer will be required reserve. This was the option that you have to tick. If you have ticked it, you will get the number +4. So which is not the part of SLR? That is required reserve. This question is little bit frustrating as per my opinion, that India's current account balance was in surplus in which year? So basically there are 4 options: 2018-19, 2019-20, 2021, 2021 and 21-22. So the answer will be 2020-21. Okay, so this will be the answer. In this year, in this financial year, current account balance of India was in surplus. If you have ticked it, you will get +4. Most of the students might have ticked 2018-19 because it was pre-COVID era, so they might have thought that there was high possibility of surplus in that particular time. All of these are basically COVID, during COVID, these all three financial years, but still the answer is 2018-19. Okay, the answer is not 2018-19, the answer is 2020-21, even though it's a COVID year, but still. Next question. $1 increase in government spending financed by $1 increase in tax keeps the GDP unchanged. This is the concept of balanced budget multiplier. Okay, that question is arising from the part of balanced budget multiplier, that if you increase $1 spending and that is financed by $1 tax, then your GDP will not change, equilibrium GDP will not change. And yes, the options were basically that your equilibrium GDP will also increase by $1, your equilibrium GDP will fall by $1, or your equilibrium GDP will be unchanged. So the option will be unchanged. You have to take this option unchanged. Okay, then you have to arrange this as per 2023-24 data. As per 2023-24 data, we have to arrange that which were the greatest collections, greatest source of revenue collection for the Indian government. So income tax will come in the first position. Government has collected most of its revenue from income tax in the year of 2023-24. In the second position we have corporate tax, in the third position we have GST, and in the fourth position we have union excise duty. Okay, this is the order. So the sixth question, not a liability of commercial bank. There are 4 options given, and there was one option which is paid up capital reserve. This is the answer that you have to take. If you take it, you will get +4, and all the other 3 options are wrong. This question was given, find consumer surplus. Okay, so let me solve it. So consumer surplus, I will take the help of integration. We will take the help of integration here, d of q into dq. If you require detailed video on it, let me know in comment box. I will solve it in a detailed way, but for now I am just finding out the calculation. Okay, so d of q is what? D of q is 110 minus q square in dq minus p star q star. P star is 29, q star is 9, so that will be 29 into 9. Now if I do the integration of 110, then it will be coming out and we will get q only minus, okay, so q should be given in okay, let me give the q as small. Okay, it doesn't matter actually. Minus q square, if we do the integration of q square, it will be q by 3 minus 29 into 9 will be equal to 261. So now if I put q here, so what will be the value of q? This is q, this is 9, so that will be 990 minus this q cube, means 9 into 9 into 9 by 3 minus 261. So this will be 3, and what will be the answer? The answer will be 990 minus 27 into 9, so this will be 243 minus 261. Now I hope you can solve it from here. You will have to just subtract it and you will get the answer. That will be the correct option of consumer surplus. Now this question was a little bit tricky. This was given that total cost is a function of x. Okay, and there were 4 equations given or 4 relations given. You have to take which one is the correct. So let us derive it. That total cost is this. So if total cost is this, that means average cost will be what? Average cost will be function of x by x, right? And what will be our marginal cost? Our marginal cost will be f dash x, right? So if I now, this will be slope of average cost, sorry, yes. So this option is correct actually, slope of average cost into x plus average cost. Now how will I derive it, or how will I go through it? Let me check it. So slope of average cost, if I have to find it, that means I have to do the derivative of function of x by x, right? So if I do the derivative of function of x by x, what will it out, how will I do it? I will do it by the formula of u by v. So in the denominator part I have v square, in the numerator part I will keep v constant and do the derivative of function of x, that will be f dash x, and then I will keep minus, I will keep u as constant, that is function of x as constant, and I will do the derivative of x, that will be 1. So what I have obtained here is x into f dash x by x square minus function of x by x square. So if I cut this x with this x square, it will be function f dash x by x minus function of x by x. Now if you see this function of x by x is what? It is our average cost. And f dash x is what? This is our MC. So this is MC by x minus average cost, right? So slope of AC into x, yes. So what is our slope of AC coming out to be? Our slope, our MC, we have to derive MC from here. Let me derive MC. So this is what? This is our slope of AC. Slope of AC equals to MC by x minus, have I done it properly from here? Yes, f dash x by x function of x by x square. Yes, so that is, yes, that was I am saying that I have done some mistake here. This is supposed to be x square, and this is also, this is should be AC by x. How it is AC by x? Look, function of x by x square, I can write it as function of x by x into 1 by x. So that is function of x by x is AC into 1 by x, so that is AC by x. Okay, so that is AC by x. Now if I elaborate it a little bit, if I take the LCM of x, then this will be MC minus AC equals to slope of AC. If we take the x in this side, so this will be x into slope of AC, right, equals to MC minus AC. And if I take AC on the left hand side, it will be MC equals to AC plus x into slope of AC. So this was the thing that we have found in the option, x MC equals to slope of AC into x plus AC. So this will be the right option, that MC equals to AC plus slope of AC into x. Okay, so that's it. This is the correct option. Next, it is the question of expenditure function. Look, expenditure function is concave and it is non-decreasing in prices. But there was another option which was in the question, that expenditure function is basically the expenditure, is basically the maximum expenditure, which can, is basically the expenditure function basically gives us the utility by maximizing our budget, That option will not be true. That means what am I telling here is that expenditure function gives you maximum utility from minimum budget. But there was another option, that is C, that was telling that expenditure function gives us maximum utility by maximizing our budget. That option will be wrong. These two options will be correct only. Okay, if you have ticked these two options, you will get the marks. Standard error is related to precision. This was another option, that another answer. So standard error is related to what? Standard error is related to what? There are 4 options to it, and the correct answer will be precision. Okay, so what is precision? Precision is basically 1 by standard error. That's how we derive precision. If standard error is high, precision will be low. If standard error is low, precision will be high. So standard error is related to precision. The next question is very simple. Symmetric distribution, positive skewness and negative skewness. I hope all of you have done it quite comfortably. In symmetric skewness, we have this type of normal shaped curve where mean, median and mode are equal. In positive skewness, we have this type of curve where this is mode and this is mean, right? So suppose this is 5, this is 3. So obviously mean is greater than mode. And in negative skewness, we have this type of curve where this is our mode and this is our mean. Here mode is higher than mean. Suppose mode is 5, mean is 2. So obviously mode is greater than mean. Now there was a very important question from money multiplier. So money multiplier is basically the ratio of money stock and high powered money. That was the correct option. There are 2 other options also which are also correct. That is currency to deposit ratio and reserve ratios, that is excess reserve and required reserve ratios, also impact the money multiplier. That option was also correct. And another option, that is reserve ratio. Reserve ratio means excess reserve ratio and reserve to deposit ratio, required reserve ratio, excess reserve ratio and required reserve ratio. These two, if we sum this, we will get reserve ratio. This reserve ratio inversely impacts money multiplier. Okay, so that is also a correct option. Let me show you the formula of money multiplier. Money multiplier is basically CD plus 1 by CD plus ED plus RD. Here CD is currency to deposit ratio, that is C by D. C is currency, D is deposit. ED is excess reserve to deposit ratio, that is excess reserve by deposit. And RD is required reserve to deposit ratio, that is required reserve by deposit. So as you can see, if ED and RD is going to increase, that means reserve ratio is going to increase, that means money multiplier will fall, right? So that's how reserve ratio and money multiplier is inversely related. 2 coin is tossed, probability of getting at least 1 hit. All of you might have done it with comfort and ease. So if we toss 2 coin, what will be the sample set? This will be the sample set. Head, tail, and tail. At least 1 head is found here, here and here. This is 2 head, but at least 1 head means there can be more than 1 head also, right? So the favorable outcome is 3, total outcome is 4. So the probability will be 3 by 4. Now utility maximizing bundle. You can maximize this, you can optimize it and found it the bundle. You can optimize it and you can by maximizing it you can find the bundle. But I will do it by a short trick. That is, these are the 3 options. 4th option is not available here, so I will tell you the answer from these 3 options. Look, price of, basically these 2 products are, I don't recall the name of these 2 products, but these 2 products are, suppose M and B, both of their price are 1, so that is our budget line. Okay, 1 into M plus 1 into B equals to 5, that is our income or weekly budget. And U equals to 5M minus 10B, this is our utility function. So which will be our utility maximizing bundle? So if we look into it, this bundle fits our budget equation well, right? If we put 2.5 in place of M and 2.5 in place of B, I will get 5. So this equation quite well fits with our budget equation. This equation also fits with our budget equation, because if we put 0 in place of N and 5 in place of B, it will be okay. And this place also, this 5, 0 also fits well with our budget equation. Now which bundle is going to give us maximum utility? So if we put 2.5 in place of 5 and 2.5 in place of B, what will be the utility? So that will be 12.5. I have just put 2.5 in place of M, so 2.5 into 5 is 12.5, and 10 into 2.5 that is 12, 25. So that will be minus 12.5. Now check with this second bundle. If I put 0 in place of M and 5 in place of B, what will I get? Minus 50. And the last bundle, if I put 5 in place of M and 0 in place of B, what will I get? I will get 25. So in which bundle our utility is maximized? In the last bundle, that is 5 unit of M and 0 unit of B. Okay, you might maximize it and derive it by Lagrangian multiplier, but I am not going to do that here. Now monopolistic competition can gain loss or profit in short run. This is correct. More efficient than pure competition. No, this is not correct. Monopolistic competition can never be more efficient than pure competition. Okay, so this is wrong. Development and advertisement is done in monopolistic competition. This is correct. Wide varieties are available to consumers. This is also correct. So A, C and D will be correct. The ordering may differ, but these three options are correct. Okay. This is the sample given. You have to find out the standard deviation. So what is the formula? The formula is summation x minus x bar whole square by n minus 1 root over. This is the formula of standard deviation of sample. If it was the standard deviation of variance, then this will not be n minus 1. This will be only n. So this is x 8, 7, 9. What will be x bar? X bar will be 8. What will be x minus x bar? It will be minus 1. Yes, it will be minus, no, it will be 0, minus 1, plus 1. What will be x minus x bar whole square? That will be 0, 1, 1. What will be the summation of x minus x bar whole square? That will be 2. So if I put it here, that will be 2 by 3 minus 1. 3 is the sample size, right? So that will be root over 2 by 2. That will be root over 1 or 1. This is our SD. If you have ticked root over 1, then that will be correct. Another question that came, there are 4 options which have to be matched, and I don't have the availability of 4 options right now. I don't have the availability of only one option. All the other options are quite easy. You might have done all the other options, but this option can actually confuse you. So I have came up with this option only. That is risk, uncertainty and profit. This book was written by F.H. Knight. Okay. Nominal money stock. If it increases, then our aggregate demand shifts right. That means if nominal money stock or nominal money supply increases, that means people have more money in their hand. They are ready to spend more in consumption. That means demand of the product will increase, and when demand of the product increases, aggregate demand shifts right. There are other 4 options also, but you have to take this option, that is aggregate demand shifts to right. Arrange the most as per most liquid to least liquid. So currency deposit is the most liquid thing, then the demand deposit comes, then the mutual fund comes, then the time deposit comes. Okay, this was the tricky case, that mutual fund comes before time deposit in terms of liquidity, because time deposit is a fixed deposit. You require time to convert it into cash. It may be of 1 year, it may be of 5 years. Before that you can't convert it into cash, but mutual fund you can sell it anytime. So this can be converted into cash anytime. Okay, so this is the correct order of the most liquid to least liquid. Now it is not true that Keynesian aggregate demands depends only on capital stock. This will be the correct answer. There are other 3 options, but that are wrong. If A and B are symmetric matrix, symmetric matrix means, suppose I have a matrix 2 1 1 2. This is A. If I convert it as A transpose, then that will be 2 1 1 2. The matrix has remained same. If A and A transpose are same, then we can say that A is a symmetric matrix, right? So there are 4 statements given about this, that if A and B are symmetric matrix, then A plus A transpose is symmetric, AB plus BA is symmetric. All of this type of statements were given, and you have to pick the wrong statement. So the wrong statement was the was this one. AB minus BA is symmetric. It is not symmetric. If you do AB minus BA, it will come as 0, 0, 0, 0. This is not symmetric matrix. That means it will come as all the elements are coming out as 0. So that is not symmetric. Okay. This is I greater than IR. That means desired investment is greater than realized investment. That means the producers or economic planners were expecting, or it was supposed to be $500 invested in the economy, but the realized investment is only $300. Then what will happen? We have invested less than what is supposed to be. We have invested less than what is supposed to be, right? So all the products will be sold, and then still then we will require more products, right? So that will be unintended inventory shortfall. Inventory will be not present. I mean, complete inventory will be sold out. So that is the case of unintended inventory shortfall. Okay, that is the option that you have to take. What is not considered in GDP? That is the sale of second hand goods that you have to take. In correlation analysis, X and Y are treated symmetrically. Okay, that means suppose 2x 5 6 7 3 9. So when we are treating X and Y, we are treating it symmetrically. Symmetrically means this 2 with this 5, then this 6 increases, and then this 5 also increases from 5 to 7, right? So we are treating it symmetrically. This is the correct option. Output per capita is output labor ratio. This is also not absolutely correct, but as per the available options, this was the most suitable option. Dependency ratio of Kerala, which also came in the exam, with around 2023-24, it was 21.4%. If value of multiplier falls, slope of IS will fall. I am not going to derive it. I hope you all are quite comfortable with this. So basically this is our IS curve, negatively sloped, and if the value of IS value of the multiplier falls, then our slope of the IS will fall. That means it will be more flat like this. Okay, so this was another question that came, that X has these values and function of X, that is the probability mass function of X, is X plus 3 by 15. So we have to find out the sum of values of probabilities for X, right? So we will put 1 in place of X. What will we get? 1 plus 3 by 15, that is 4 by 15. Then 2 in place of X, then 3 in place of X, right? Then if we sum the probabilities, that is 4 by 15 plus 5 by 15 plus 6 by 15, we will get 15 by 15, and we will get 1. So you have to take the correct option of 1. This was a question that came, that some inventories are held due to unavoidable circumstances. The question was, some inventories are held, why? There are 4 options. The correct option is due to unavoidable circumstances. Farms or producers never want to hold inventories. They never wish to hold inventories. They never want to hold inventories for future demand. They are holding inventories because they don't have any option to sell it right now. So due to those unavoidable circumstances, they are actually holding it. M1, M2, M3, M4. This question also came from the monetary aggregates. You may see it. Okay, and quota sampling is a non-random sampling. That was a question that came. There are many options, and you have to take the correct one, which is the non-random sampling. Quota, cluster, convenience. Cluster is basically random sampling. Then random or probability sampling. Then comes our convenience sampling, is also a random and probability sampling, but quota sampling is non-random. Quota sampling is non-random or non-probability sampling. Then we have to find out the geometric mean of 2, 4 and 8. So that will be 2 into 4 into 8 root cube. Then this will be root cube 64. Then that will be 4. So the correct option will be 4. Then we have to find out E of X, expectation of X. Value of X is given as -1, 0 and 1. So E of X will be what? This is summation X into P of X, that is probability of X. So So we will take the values of x and we will multiply it with the probability. So that will be minus 1 into 1 by 4 plus 0 into 1 by 2 plus 2 into 3 by 8. So that will be minus 1 by 4 plus 6 by 8. So that will be 1 by 4, 2 by 4. Yes, you might calculate it. So that will be okay. I might have taken it wrong. It is supposed to be 1 by 8. It is maybe I have taken the numbers wrong here, but this was the question that came, and you have to apply this formula and you will have to get the answer. So the answer will be, I think this is 1 by 8, 4 by 8, 4 by 8. Yes, this is 1 by 8. Yes, now it is matching. So that is 5 by 8 will be answer. Okay, so this is the 33 questions that I have solved here, and in the chronology part I have also dealt with in the chronology part I have also dealt with 3 questions. So total I have dealt with basically 35 questions actually. So these are the 35 questions that I have dealt with, and thank you for the video. Thank you for the time that you have given to me, and I hope the cutoff will be not that high in this year, because there are many questions that are coming out of the growth rate and GDP growth rate and all those dependency ratio and all those things. So if you consider that the probability of correcting those answers without knowing it, the probability is very less, that is 1 by 4, and many students have done it wrong, and the negative markings will come in the role, and the cutoff is not expected to be that high like the other years or like the previous year in CUET PG of 2025. Okay, thank you.